Many thanks for joining us. This review on the street where we collect the views of the bystanders regarding some of the top stories making the headlines. This morning we'll be going through some of the screaming headlines, and as usual we'll be engaging the bystander. I am the regular anchor Yekin Abidemi. Stay back. This morning now, starting with the Nigerian Tribune, and on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune I have Kanu, UK IPOP brother provide more insight into his arrest trial. Details on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune. Bandit attacks Ganduje's convoy. Injure 3 policemen. Governor not in convoy. Commissioner. Details on page 4 of the Nigerian Tribune. Bandit kills Samson's driver. Details on page 4 of the Tribune, of the Nigerian Tribune. 71 oldest ever PG graduate at Unilag. Details on page 8 of the Nigerian Tribune. Onuche PDP leaders protest at NAS. Want Senate to reject our nominations. Details on page 28 of the Nigerian Tribune. Boko Haram ISWAP terrorist group recruiting via social media. That's coming from NSA. Read details on page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune. Europe 2020. Europe records increase in COVID-19 cases from returning fans. Get details on page 31 of the Nigerian Tribune. 4 senators dump PDP, jump APC. Details on page 28 of the Nigerian Tribune. We'll move on to the next segment of the program where we'll be engaging the bystander, talking about the rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu and trying to juxtapose the situation of Nnamdi Kanu and looking at the possibility effect of what might likely be the aftermath of the agitation of Chief Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, in the nearest future. Let's engage the bystanders as we collect their views.
Yeah, if you follow the trend of what is happening now, and if you really listen to the news, you'll discover that there are some people, according to the news that was aired in the middle of the night through this morning, that there are some people that they went to Sunday Igboho's house, and there was a lot of bloodshed, but we did not confirm if Sunday Igboho is actually arrested or not. But there's actually a fracas, and there's some people that are after him. So let's see how the thing played out. And I believe that anyone that is against a piece of the nations, no identity, no person is more than a nation. And in as much as the Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested, so Sunday Igboho should be in watch out. Thank you.
Okay, very well. Now, let's look at it from this perspective. Before the rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu, IPOP ESN has been declared as terrorist group, if I'm right.
Yes, that's
and to this present moment, nothing of such has been declared on the Yoruba Nation agitator. Right? That is another difference from that perspective. But what do you think there is any similarities? What similarities do you think the IPOP shared with the Yoruba Nation agitators? Do you think there is any similarities between the both? And if there is, let us know.
There is a lot of similarities between them. We should be able to consider some fact that, and the IPOC, they are already on the watch out for more than 3, 4, 5 years ago. If you look at Nnamdi Kanu escaped Nigeria 3 years ago before he was apprehended. And, you know, Sunday Igboho just started his own. And what IPOC is doing and Sunday Igboho is doing, they call it felony. They call it felony. Felony is when you are against a piece of a nation. Felony is when you think that a certain region is more than the whole country. There's a unity in Nigeria flag. That flag entails unity. And when anybody is against the unity of the nation, we call it felony. And I believe that is what the Yoruba Nation is trying to play out there. I mean Sunday Igboho as a person. Thank you.
Very well. Sunday Igboho said something, I think, sometime last week, he said something that the July 3rd upcoming protest that will be holding in Lagos is going to be a peaceful one, the same way they've been having it in other southwest geopolitical zones, right? What he projected, he said peaceful protest. And I'm very, very sure the Constitution of the Federal Republic permits peaceful protest. They're only making a request. They've not channeled their request in in a very brutal way that threatens the corporate existence, if I'm not mistaken. Do you see it that way? And looking at IPOB, we saw the activities of ESN attacking attacking police stations, that is security operative stations in the southeast geopolitical zone. And I don't think the Yoruba nation have something of such in the southwest.
There's something that a lot of people forget. When you want to make a protest, you have to go to the police station, the civil society, for them to give you a backup whatsoever thing you want to do. Now, when there's no backup from the police, what are you protesting about? When there's a peaceful protest, there should be a policeman that have to be with the people. But when there's no police, so what kind of process is that one? So anybody can adjust that process by destroying the state, by destroying the properties of people, and the nation will not, the presidency will not be looking at it, and they will frown at it. That is why a lot of people don't understand. And I want to believe that if Sunday Igboho is on the right track, it does not cost him anything to go to and report himself to the IG. Okay, this is what I have in mind to do with my people. Then the IG will now give the signal to any state that he wants us to go to through the CP of that state. Then they will provide the policemen for him. But in as much there is nothing of such, I don't believe that any protest can see the light of day. And apart from that, when this government comes to play, there's a lacuna in our constitution about the protest. They don't want any protest at all. They don't want anybody to just go out, okay, this is what is happening in Nigeria. We just live our life the way it is being done. And I believe that in as much as their tenure is already rounding up, at least there should be an amendment in Nigeria Constitution that will favor the peaceful protest. Thank you.
A very quick one. Do you see Sunday Igboho ending up the same way Nnamdi Kanu just ended?
100%.
And there is possibility for that, but the only thing is that Nnamdi Kanu, there is a mistake which he has already do. He did something which is out of hand. I think you get me.
What is that thing, sir?
What has been doing for the past years? He has been doing this thing, fighting for the Biafra state. But if there is nothing done, I think it's not have arrested him in that form. So that's what the matter. That's just the matter. That's just the matter. But when they go, if he takes care of himself, he might not end in that way. If Sunday Igboho take care of himself, he might not end in that way.
Okay, this is where we shall be drawing curtain on today's episode of Review on the Streets. Till next time we'll be coming on your screen, I'm your regular anchor Yekin Abidemi and my cameraman Akintola Ibrahim. Thanks for watching.